NTS.
I'm introducing Shabjdeed. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Why choose to release the album now?
أولاً because we can, still can. ثانياً لأنه عمره ما كان شرط على ألبوم ريليس إنه تكون الدنيا أمن وأمان. ثالثاً هذا ألبوم حربي من بني آدم بحب الحرب، فإن شاء الله يعجب العالم.
So Shabjdeed is saying that since there's constant crisis in this region of the world, Palestine and the Middle East, then there wouldn't be releases if we stop making music every time something happens. And that the album itself, even though it was written before, it still speaks to the current moment.
Oh, it's a tribute for the lost lands and souls.
Yeah. I've listened to the album before today, and it's amazing. It's quite different than what you've heard from Shabjdeed and Nazir before. And it feels really mature, really measured. It's very cohesive. It's, like they've told me before that it was written before the current moment, but it speaks to the current moment. But at the same time, it shows how they've both matured as artists, and I'm really, really honored to be debuting it today. So, how would you say this album is different than سندباد الورد?
يعني بعد سندباد الورد مر علينا كتير وقت ومرقنا في كتير تجارب، وأهم شيء يعني الخبرة والعمر أنا عارف هذا البوم يائس. سندباد الورد كان طموح جدا ومفعم بالحيوية والنشاط. هذا البوم أكثر على الجانب النكد.
So Shabjdeed is saying that him and Nazir have both grown up and matured since Sindbad al-Ward, and this really shows in the album. He says another distinctive quality in this album is that while Sindbad al-Ward was energetic and hopeful, this album is a bit more realistic and pessimistic. But I would actually I listen to the album, it might be pessimistic in lyrics, but some of the sound is a bit hopeful, I would say. It's quite progressive in a way.
Yeah, the contrast is beautiful.
Yeah. The juxtaposition, your favorite word.
The juxtaposing.
If Shabjdeed was one word, he chooses to be juxtaposition.
Agree.
So where have you been these past 5 years? I know you came to London. You performed at Earth Hackney. You performed at Oslo. What was the other? It's called Oslo.
Oslo.
Yeah, Oslo and Hackney as well.
Yeah.
Where else have you been? You've had a few singles.
I've mostly been at home and around when there was work to do. And that's it. Between Ramallah and Jerusalem and some airports.
Yeah. Tell us about your last project, Ramadan.
رعد قصدك؟
Yeah, Ra'ad was one of the singles.
Yeah, Ra'ad is a collaboration between me, Dabur, Ramadan and An-Nadhir. وبس it's a 3-episode project, a 3-song EP.
Yeah, it was very good. But again, this is quite a different sound.
Yeah, that was يعني Ra'ad was to introduce Ramadan as a new artist on the label.
Yeah.
We tried our best.
So what was your process behind this album? I know there's an entire world, what's exciting about Sultan is that there's an entire world behind it. You've even written a novel. I read the novel. He wrote a 40-page novel.
Not me alone, no. أنا ومعن.
Yeah.
أبو طالب, a good friend. والنوفل has to يعني speak about itself. It's يعني شو هي when you think too much about a backstory for an album you get a novel. And it helps you build يعني it was a great exercise.
And will the novel be available for us to read?
Of course, yes.
In Arabic and in English?
لا, in Arabic alone. بعرفش والله إنه if they're gonna translate yet. I want it.
I'll tell you what, I'll read it and I'll tell you what it says. So can you tell us about the world of Sultan? Like, I know you want the listener to guess for their own selves what's happening in the world of Sultan, but tell us a bit about it.
The album is the album. يعني it has to speak for itself, and the story is a complementary extension, let's say.
Yeah.
The novel, and between them you find the visual branding that we've been working on.
Yeah.
But it's very militaristic, Arab inspired, all of it.
Yeah.
And it explores a lot of new ways of branding an album.
Yeah, I noticed that one of the merch you released is a huge flag.
Yes, the best flag.
With yeah.
Flag number 1.
Yeah. So what does the flag say? Like
it says عيش صعبا مرا صلب.
Yeah, I know that it's a great slogan. What does it mean?
يعني in English?
In general, what's behind it?
It describes how I أعيش.
It describes how Shabjdeed, or I guess not Shabjdeed, the Sultan.
No, it's a way to say it's in Arabic poetry. A poet is supposed to شعر فخر. So it's normal for a poet to flex
or pride, yeah,
to be proud of himself. So I'm proud that I lived rough and bitter.
Yeah.
And hard, yes.
Which you've always lived before, but it seems accentuated more in this album.
Yeah, the more I grow up, the more I can express how dire the situation is.
So how many singles does this album have, and how many music videos?
One music video, ready, and I think 14 singles. I don't 14, 13.
Yeah.
Some
15 tracks.
Some skits and an intro, outro.
Yeah.
Not skits, musical skits. Yeah.
So what else is in the world of Sultan other than the flag and the
desert,
novel, the slogan,
pickup trucks,
yeah, pickup trucks,
and
the illustrations, the beautiful illustrations and the visuals.
And the album cover is a metal sheet that we printed and pressed and created manually. We have a lot of metallic elements in the branding of the album to give it a more realistic feel, to connect it to real life.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell an incredible amount of thought has gone behind this. So what really was your process?
Well, we had
how
a lot
do you
of
work?
time.
I know you don't leave the house that much.
No, only when I come here I don't leave house so much. If you're too expensive, this city. No, just kidding. How dare you say this about me?
No.
I leave the house once a week. Just kidding. You know, back home it's a different life. Here it's
You said it on your own.
When? In the song. Oh yeah, I lie in the songs. Yeah. That back then when I used to be shy. No, I grew up. I told you, Sultan is a grow up process.
Yeah. By the way, the tracks we're playing now, Shabjdeed chose them for this show. I know you can't hear them; they're background music while we're speaking. But why did you choose this Russian song? You've been inspired by Russian songs.
Well, you asked for it. No, this song is a great example to. Yani, if you ask me what songs do you listen to, and some songs that I can put on a radio in London, this is a great pick.
Why? How did you find this artist or this?
No, it was a cover song on a TikTok video.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people find songs.
Yeah,
now.
basically.
Yeah.
It's the main source for music.
Yeah. Can I ask you, before the listeners listen to your album, do you have any favorite tracks of the album?
Yeah, the last 3.
The last 3?
Yeah.
Why?
Like they're all like my children. But you always love the last 3.
Is that a thing? You like the last 3 children?
Maybe.
Wait, how many siblings do you have?
3 sisters.
And are you in the last 3 or not?
I'm the only boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a different ranking.
It's a different ranking.
No, just kidding. The last 3 are the last. Well, the last 2 are they are like the definition of the album in 2 songs, and the one before them was the first song that we said, okay, this is the album.
Yeah.
So they mark the مرحلة.
Yeah. They mark the current moment.
For the album, yeah.
I think my favorite, I think I like the album in the beginning, but maybe it is a bit, I don't know, it sets the tone in the beginning. I like it. And there are a lot of highlights in the album. I think when Nasheed comes, that's a big highlight.
Wallah, each one has his own experience with the album, and I wish I sit and I find it online on the day of the release, but for me the songs have different meanings, I guess, from you, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'll just play the album now.
Good luck.
Good luck.